In the original 1981 version of Clash of the Titans, the dark and slithery Medusa scene is often cited as the best scene of the movie, which I wholeheartedly agree with. There's loads of factors that help make this scene memorable. Lawrence Rosenthal's skin-crawling music gives a definite horror overtone. The dim, flickery flame light is horror-like too, but that flickery light also offsets the jerky stop-motion animation of Medusa herself. That's quite a clever touch. And she was actually a physical model in this scene, not a computer-generated creation, of course. Ray Harryhausen's detailed control of her movements is so precise, he even managed to individually animate each individual snake in her head. Amazing that he was able to keep track of all that. The physical design of Medusa was much more primordial than any other screen incarnation of the character that had ever existed before. The set design is excellent with its zigzag snake patterned columns, and the history of previously failed combatants permanently cast in stone, each implying a backstory of their own. There's loads of carefully thought out little touches that make this a mega classic scene, but there's one detail in the Medusa character that is my favourite aspect of the scene because of its fascinating implications. It's a detail that I'd overlooked for many years since seeing the movie when I was a kid, and which I haven't heard mentioned by anyone on or offline, despite it staring us in the face. Medusa, despite being so repulsive that no creature can look upon her without being turned to stone, appears to be wearing makeup. That's right, makeup. When her eyes light up, she has lipstick and what looks very much like eyeshadow. And there are some other shots where it's visible as well. I think I'd always assumed the makeup to be poorly chosen skin coloration on the model, but looking at it more closely in the film and at photos of the model itself and other Harryhausen creature models that lack those colours, yeah, it looks very much like Medusa is wearing lipstick and perhaps even eyeshadow. Some of the model pictures show her fingernails as looking very red as well, like she's wearing nail varnish, but this isn't visible in the film as far as I can tell. But yeah, nails and claws in movie monsters are usually white or black or maybe brown, but hardly ever red. Now there is a mismatch between the makeup here and the life-sized head prop that Perseus picks up and holds up to the camera. The life-sized one lacks the makeup colours, but it also seems to lack the sky blue eyes of the stop-motion version. Now I suspect that the life-size prop here may not have been a Ray Harryhausen creation because it didn't require animation. However, the one he holds up in the final scene starts off as the rubber head prop, and then a superimposed Ray Harryhausen model is used for the animation of the snakeheads. And this one does have the makeup and the sky blue eyes. So there seems to be a coloration discontinuity between the stop motion depiction of the creature and the practical life-size prop of the head. Alright, so what's the big deal? Well, given the history and predicament of the Medusa character, it's a very big deal. It's a great example of how a simple visual detail can add depth and mystery to a character, even a character who hasn't got a single line of dialogue. Medusa was, according to this film version of the tale, one of the most physically beautiful women on earth until a jealous goddess turned her into a monstrosity that no creature could look at and live. And Medusa knows this because she intentionally uses the stone stair in battle. She's also smart enough to use a bow and smart enough to remain silently hidden right before her first attack. And this makeup thing makes me ask questions about the character. Why wear makeup if there's nobody to impress? Why wear makeup if it's not going to do anything to offset the ugliness? Can she remember who she was in human form? Does she use a mirror when putting on the makeup, and does she wear the makeup every day? I mean, I don't think she put it on for this special occasion. Maybe part of her coping mechanism is to pretend that she is still a normal woman. Maybe it's a way of defying the jealous goddess who cursed her. Or maybe her vanity as a human was so strong that she still thinks she's beautiful, even in hideous Gorgon form. This one detail raises so many questions about the character. As for those eyes, Well, monster eyes in movies are usually some darker colour, so maybe the sky blue eyes of Medusa are a surviving remnant of the human beauty that once existed in the character. And perhaps those naked breasts are a remnant of her former sexual appeal. Look, she even has a live pet snake as a bracelet. Marvellous attention to detail in this scene. Right, that's it for this little film analysis episode. Links to my website, merchandise, Patreon page and other social media links are all in the video description below. And I have a last little piece of advice here.
Find and fulfill your destiny.